All right, welcome to Top Tier Gaming Podcast. This is your host, Nocturnal Mantis,
Your
and
second host, that's sexy as fuck because I don't give a fuck. Advent.
we got guests here. Let's go by the order of the chat room. So, Steve, introduce yourself.
Yeah. What's up? Zombie Zapdos is my gamer tag. And yeah, my name's Steven. That's all I got.
Right on.
All right.
And Joe.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Joe Smarco Leopectus here, helping out, talking with you guys today about some gaming overall good shit. So I'll leave it with Phil to kind of set us up for everything.
And Wilmer.
Hey, this is Wilmer. I run my own blogging website, reasonlatency.com. Shameless plug.
Right on.
Thanks
No,
for
thank you
having
for
me
joining
on.
us. Okay, so let's get started. These are the basic questions I ask basically everyone. Steve, how did you get started with your gaming life?
I wasn't really big into gaming when I first started. Was with like the NES, the games like fucking Tiger Heli, Commando, Jackal, like all those games. When I really got really big into gaming is when I got my Game Boy. That's when my gaming life really took off. It's when I started playing Pokemon, Fire Emblem, like all the Metro games that would come out for like the Game Boy Advances and everything. That's when I started.
I'm so disappointed.
Really getting into gaming.
You didn't say Zelda,
You didn't say Zelda.
and I just realized.
I didn't say Zelda. Well, because that was when I got the 64. When I got the 64, and Ocarina of Time was the first. Like I did play the other ones and Link to the Past, but I didn't really get the concept because I'm kind of dumb. But
Perfect.
But Ocarina of Time was like the first Zelda game that really got me into it, and then once I understood that game, went back and
So
pretty
you're
much
a
played the
late
rest of
bloomer.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a
The
I was
funny
a late
thing
bloomer
before
for sure.
anything continues is I didn't introduce myself with the mic to my mouth, so I probably didn't even come out.
You probably did. You probably kind of
anyway.
did.
Nah,
No,
you were good.
Yeah,
you were
to
good.
you guys,
I
I
heard you
sounded
fine.
fine. But there's a microphone for recording that I'm like literally deep throating like a fucking porno, and I didn't do
black
it.
mic
That's
one,
good.
by the way.
Hey, get the
It's a
video
black
content
mic,
for
too,
that.
Yeah, that's
I
skill
can have
right
one.
there. But anyway,
It's beautiful.
okay. So go ahead, Steven, or are you done?
So
no,
what are
yeah,
you currently
sure,
playing
man.
so that everyone can know?
Shit, what am I not playing?
Need for Speed.
Good answer.
Yeah, pretty much. Need for Speed and any sports game at the moment. But right now, the games that I'm into right now is Destiny 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Dark Souls 3, and Fortnite
Nice.
Battle Royale. Those are the main games that I've been playing right now.
Okay, Joe, what got you into gaming?
Yes. Shit, man. Probably my pops. I mean, I was 3 years old when he bought the original Nintendo, and that's kind of where it started. Ninja Turtles 2 and Super Mario 3. And I've just had my hands on almost everything since.
Nice. And what are you playing currently besides
Now-
what everyone's seeing right now? Well, not everyone's seeing. For those who are listening, we have on our screen it as our chat, and he's playing 7 Days to Die at the moment. But what are you currently playing?
Yeah.
Like, knees deep into it.
Oh, dude. Well, Final Fantasy 14 is probably my biggest time sink still. I mean, you know how it is. It's an MMO, so obviously a lot goes into that. I've got Super Mario Odyssey on the Switch that I'm
Ooh, I
working
didn't know
on,
you picked it up.
and I'm probably going to be.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. I'm probably going to pick up Xenoblade as well here shortly. I've been trying to shop it. And currently, at this exact moment, I'm pissed because my backpack in 7 Days to Die seems to have glitched out, and I've got about 8 zombies on top of where it should be, and it's not
That's
there,
lost
so
hope,
that's
dude.
cool.
That's false hope right there. Just leave it.
All right.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is re-download my file.
Oh, yeah,
We're
you
going to
got
go from there.
Okay, Wilmer, how about you? What got you into gaming?
A random kid that came up to me and asked me if I wanted to go over to his house and play Zelda on his N64 in elementary
That's
school.
scary,
Holy
actually.
Damn.
Was it?
That's
was
a good
it?
story.
Was,
Nah,
it
that's a good
sounds like
story.
it could go into two different directions.
I had
What
candy
direction did it go?
involved.
The PG
Okay, that's
direction.
good.
Nah, man, all that child porn happened that day.
Dude, I don't know why I'm visualizing like a basement and daddy with the camera and shit. Fuck. I'm fucked up.
Yep.
Okay, that's some fucked up shit. I thought of fucking
Oh,
Pennywise, man. I was like, you float
Okay,
too.
that's-
You float too.
Everyone floats over there.
I thought some like fucking crazy. I'm gonna chop your head off shit. And you guys went straight
So
down
you
the rabbit
random,
hole, man. You
this
guys went
random
Oh,
deep.
yeah.
kid
You can leave me
came
for
over
that.
to you, just said, "Hey, want to be friends and come over to my house and play video games."
Oh, he just came up to me and was like, "Hey, I bought a Nintendo 64 and I have Zelda Ocarina of Time. Do you wanna come over and watch me play?" He didn't even say, "Do you want to play?" He said, "Do you want to watch
Oh
me
wow!
play?"
He was the first streamer. He was the first
What did
streamer.
you-
Ahead of his time.
He was ahead of his time for sure.
Did he actually let you
Yep,
play,
Yep.
or did you watch him? You never
Nope.
went over.
Nope. I saw the entire playthrough. It was like a real life
Oh,
Let's
shit.
Play of Ocarina of Time. From
Dude,
start to
are you
finish.
sure that guy wasn't me? Because I used to do that to my friends all the time growing up.
You
I'd
know
be
who
like,
you
nah,
just
I'm
ran
gonna
into? You
watch.
ran into fucking PewDiePie back in the day. Look at him now. Now he's getting paid.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So I saw the complete playthrough from beginning to end. So it's kind of like I played.
That's pretty crazy.
Directly.
Hey, look who's on the chat.
Oh, sup, Cy?
Simon's up on the chat with us. Hey, how's it going? If you got questions, go ahead and
Oh, shit. What's going
go
on,
ahead
Ty?
and say whatever questions you have come up in mind. Okay, so what are you currently playing?
Actually, I actually wasn't playing anything for about a month because of Samsung and their shitty customer service. So I didn't have
shit.
a monitor.
Boom, boom,
But
boom, boom.
I just started playing yesterday, and I decided to get on Destiny 2 just because of the Osiris expansion, which I have some gripes about. But before that, I was playing some Persona, and Overwatch.
Oh, good game.
Yeah, Persona 5 is amazing.
Yes.
You should go out and buy 2 copies of it.
Agreed.
Wow.
100%.
We needed someone for that too
Like-
because we haven't played it. We want to play it and just
Yeah.
don't know anything about it really except what it is. But yeah, now that you guys played it,
Yeah,
Shit.
have your grandmother play it. Have your dog play it.
you're one of those guys. You're one of those guys that pushes it on people.
Find that kid on the street and
Hey,
have him
dude,
come over
wanna
and
come
watch
over and
and
watch
start
me
the
play
cycle
Persona
again.
5?
You know?
Exactly.
I can hear that.
But
yeah.
with all the fails that we started off with already, I failed to talk into the microphone, and we failed to introduce Cheeto.
Oh my God, you're right.
Story of my life, guys. It's okay.
Oh,
It's just like at home. You just ignore
I'm
it.
just not used to it. I'm just not used to... Okay, what got you started in the gaming?
Mostly my older brothers when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
They got Atari as soon as the gaming systems came out, and then we got Nintendo. Played a lot of the classic Mario's. There's this one game I remember a lot. It's called Kiko Cubicle.
Okay.
It's about penguins and ice cubes or something like that. Yeah, and then I was growing up, I played a lot of Link to the Past. I probably gotta say it's one of my top favorite games. I can play it over and over again, and it's always amazing. It's always fun. And then I didn't really get into gaming up until like Halo. I kind of stepped away from gaming for a while, and then met some people in high school, and we started having Halo parties, and kind of just kicked off from there.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember back in the days. The only times we'd get together to play is like Mario 64 and Mario Kart 64, and then later on we'd eventually upgrade it to Rock Band and Guitar Hero and shit like that. As far as parties go.
Yeah.
Disappointed
yeah.
again. No GoldenEye. Come on.
I mean,
That
yes,
was that.
GoldenEye was there. Of course it was there. I mean, the whole
Jesus.
generation was there. You know.
No Smash Brothers. Oh my
Yeah.
No,
God.
that actually wasn't in the household.
Yep.
For, Unfortunately.
Same
It's
goes
okay.
for Smash Brothers. I didn't play until like way after, like
Right.
Melee or something
Mhm.
like that.
It's cool. I never owned the 64, so anyway. I owned a Jaguar, okay,
Oh, look at
and
you.
a 32X.
Oh, wow.
So those shits were.
You had money.
No, those are trash, dude. Do I need to remind you of Kasumi Ninja? Huh?
Yes, you do.
Oh Jesus! If you watch gameplay for that, you
Yeah.
would cringe.
Elaborate.
It's like they
Elaborate,
try to
please.
copy Mortal Kombat with the live action like sprites and shit.
Yes.
It is so horrible. There's a guy in a kilt
Oh,
that's
wow.
Irish that throws fireballs from his dick. So
That's
Katsumi
I know what
Ninja.
game
Yeah.
you're talking about.
yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
played that. I mean, I played Mortal Kombat too, but
I've
yeah,
never
dude,
heard of that
it's very
before.
obscure. If you want to have a good laugh, I think AVGN made an episode on that, but I could be wrong. But anyway, yeah, we're going off topic.
Yeah.
I'll
So
check
what
it
you
out for
what you
sure.
currently playing?
Right now, I've played actually a lot of Fractured Butthole.
Okay.
South Park.
Okay.
I like the way he
I've
says it.
Really fractured butthole.
Fractured butthole.
That's
The
yes.
fractured butthole, yeah.
I played a lot. I was a big fan of Stick of Truth. I really like the way it plays. It's just basically a big interactive episode. So
It's
all the
flawless.
references are great. Yeah, that and then I was playing Fortnite for a little bit. I kind of moved away from that just because of work and stuff. But that was probably the top 2 games I've been playing recently.
Right
For
on.
sure.
Right on.
Yeah,
Alright.
Simon knows about the kilt dick attack. Yeah,
Yep.
you know what's up, dude.
He knows what's up.
It's fucking hilarious. It's like he has gonorrhea and he's just spraying it at fucking everybody. But anyway,
Let's go for the first topic. PlayStation Plus games came out yesterday, actually. Surprisingly, I haven't downloaded any of them just yet.
I didn't. I'm playing Destiny, so I forgot.
Is anyone going to be
Neither did
downloading
I.
these games
Yeah.
or expected
When
to
I
play
get
it at
home,
all?
I
yes.
for sure am planning on downloading Darksiders too.
All right, so yeah, here's the list for the games that are coming out. That did come out. My bad. Is Darksiders 2, Invited Edition, Definitive Edition. Oh, they put Death.
Yeah, it's
Into-
Death in Infinite.
That's what
yeah.
confused me. Kung Fu Panda Showdown of Legendary Legends. I don't think I'm going to be
Hell yeah.
downloading that, but
I am. That's like Smash Bros, bro.
Is it?
You're right there, bro.
Well, if you're going to do it, then I'll download it. And just
I'll
fine.
play.
Siberia Collection PS3, X-Blade Lost Memories PS3, Forma 8 or Forma Point 8. I don't know what that is, but it is a cross-buy between the PS Vita and the PlayStation 4, and of course, Wanted Corp PS Vita. Does anyone here have a PS Vita?
Never owned one.
No,
I do
I
not.
don't think any of us.
Because
do.
you guys
It's
are all
unfortunate.
smart. That's why.
Yes, I guess we are smart. Yeah, that's. Is anyone going to be downloading these games? And if so, let me know. That way we can have a topic about it next week.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be playing Darksiders. That
I
game is
didn't-
dope as fuck.
Yeah, for sure. Darksiders.
It's very underrated, just because it kind of got shadowed by God of War.
Yeah.
But it's just pretty much another hack and slash fucking epic. It's actually RPG too. You level up and stuff and kind of like add points and stuff to yourself and get broken and shit. But yeah, pretty cool. I mean, that's worth it if you guys want to just free game to beat and never touch again.
Yep. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys know, but now you can earn points for every trophies that you earn. So if you're looking to like beat Darksiders 2, it's basically free money. You didn't really buy the game.
You get a trophy. You get a platinum trophy. That's $1. You get paid for that shit. So
Wow. I might
You have to
I
sign
might
up.
have to
Yeah.
look into
Unfortunately,
that.
Joe, I know you and I got upset. It's not retro. They won't retro pay you at all. So it's any trophies going on for.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the next topic.
Yeah.
Let me move on down up here. Is game releases of December. We got Steep Road to Olympic. PS4 is on the 5th. A Hat in Time on the 5th. Let's see what else. Dead Rising 4 on the 5th. And
That's
Oh
interesting.
My Godheads. I don't know what the hell that is. Also on the 5th.
Neither do
did you want
I.
any releases for the Switch, Joe?
Other than Xenoblade is the big thing I'm getting this
Yeah.
month, most likely. Nine Parchments looks good too. My roommate pointed that
Okay.
one out to me, and I haven't gotten it yet, but it is out.
Nice. What about Tesla Guard or Grad? Tesla Grad. Do you know anything about that?
I don't, as a matter of fact.
It looks
Oh,
interesting.
it's one of those
Sorry to say.
like weird ass fucking
2D puzzle platformer.
Yeah. I could have swore that shit was free for Xbox.
Oh, okay.
Not Xbox, for PlayStation, or very cheap for PlayStation at one point.
How dare you
What?
say that?
Xbox? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It's because there's Xbox showed up on the screen.
How
That's why.
dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Okay, forgive me.
It's funny what I said about Xbox. He's like, should we talk about Xbox games or just strictly like PlayStation?
I was curious about it if we should or not.
And I was like, fuck Xbox, man. I was like, okay, like I had a 360 and I love the shit out of it, but I said Xbox is like that ex-girlfriend. Like, you were in love with her, she was great and everything, but then she just fucking went psycho and you're like, fuck that shit, I'm never going back with her ever again. That's exactly what Xbox was to me. At least that's to me.
The only thing I want to say about Xbox is State of Decay. Please bring that shit to PlayStation.
State of Decay
4.
was good.
State of Decay was the shit. It was really fucking good. I was a sad panda that it was still an exclusive to Xbox because I played the shit out of that
good.
game.
But we still have,
the
what's that
360.
game coming out?
It was really good.
That fucking new zombie game coming out that looks dope as fuck. I can't remember. Anyway, but
State of Decay. I
no,
think, or something like
that's
that.
the one that he was talking about right now. It was called something else.
Oh.
I forgot, but it has like a biker on it or whatever, and it's like, it's been an E3 for the past 2 years. Anyway, besides the point.
It's not the one that has like droves of zombies, is it?
Yeah.
Days Gone is a PlayStation.
Yeah, that's why I said we have
Exclusive,
that.
yeah.
So I mean, that should be pretty good. It looks good. It is Days
Oh
Gone.
yeah. Days
Yeah.
Gone.
But I mean, out of those games that just came out, the new releases this week, the only ones that are even, I guess, slightly good are the Dead Rising 4 Frank's Big Package, and I guess Doom,
Yeah, the
fucking
VR
virtual
version.
fucking reality. I love that name.
VFR.
But I'm pretty sure, dude, that shit's gonna give out headaches. But anyway, but yeah, the Frank's Big Package is pretty weird because I don't know if it's Dead Rising 4. Or if it's just like a little spin-off of Dead Rising 4 with just Frank. And it's like a bunch of shit. You get to play as Mega Man and all that, which is weird, but...
No, it's Dead Rising 4 with all the DLCs.
So it's Dead Rising 4
before it was
with all DLC.
With all the... Yeah, because I think before it was a Xbox exclusive. Or it came out for Xbox first,
Oh, it
and
was a
then
timed exclusive.
it got shipped over.
And then they were like, oh, Xbox is a crazy
Yeah,
psycho ex-girlfriend. Let's go to PlayStation.
And now her friends are coming to PlayStation. That's what it is.
Wow. But anyway, all right, those are the new releases this week.
All right, so let's move on to the next subject. It's actually going to be what is it? The most anticipated games. Does anyone have any games they're really looking forward to in 2018? Let's go from the top. Steve?
Man, I have a couple. The closest one I think is Monster Hunter World. I think that's coming up next month. I think I'm actually very excited for it. I did not want to look anything up to it because if I see something I like right off the bat, I'm gonna fucking want it. At the end of the day, I ended up screwing myself over, so I was like, "Okay, we'll get that game." I'm looking forward to that game.
We'll do two each because we could go on. There's like so many of us.
Yeah, there is.
Do two each.
Okay.
So you got So you got Monster
Your
Hunter.
top two.
Monster Hunter World and
Yeah, your top two.
I'm gonna say Far Cry
Okay.
5.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
That's
Far
another
Cry
game.
5.
That's pretty good. Nice choice. Joe?
Yeah, well, I mean, Phil, I'm the RPG guy in general, so I think PS4's got Edge of Eternity coming out, I believe, early in 2018. That looks pretty neat. And rumored that, Kingdom Hearts 3 and the first part of Final Fantasy VII's remake are also this year, so if that's the case, definitely hyped about all three of those.
Nice. Good choice. Good choice.
Very good.
And Will?
Honestly, there are only two games, and they're both going to be released next month. Oh, yeah, I believe next month. One, Dissidia, Final Fantasy Dissidia. that game is gonna be badass. Not just because I'm a big Final Fantasy fan, but because I've been participating in their 30th anniversary stuff, and I ended up winning like some Dissidia like framed thing or whatever.
Nice.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I got to play it at E3.
Oh shit.
And it played really, really well. Um, the other game I'm looking forward to, coincidentally, they're both fighting games, is the Dragon Ball Z fighting game. I also got to play that at E3, and I have to say, like, it was buttery smooth. And it was so fluid. The combat was really well developed. Uh, I forgot what studio's working on it, but I mean honestly, that game is probably gonna be better than the newest Marvel vs. Capcom, which
Yeah,
says
and that's a
lot
Dragon Ball Z
about
game
that
too.
Yeah, it
Is it
does.
2D like the other one that came out, or is it 3D?
Sort of. Sort of. It's weird. I don't know what you would call it. The best word I can use is a hybrid, because you can kind of move around a little bit in the map with certain moves, um, but for the most part, you're in a 2D
Oh, okay.
plane.
So it's
So
kind of like
it's
Soul
kind of
Calibur,
weird.
it sounds like.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe Tekken.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay.
guess so. Yeah, probably like I would say a little bit more like Tekken,
Okay.
with less 3D movement.
Yeah, that sounds tight, dude. And yeah, and you got to play it. That's luck.
Yeah.
I need to hit up E3, dude. I want to go so bad.
Just tickets are
Yeah.
expensive, man. They get expensive.
So all right, Cheeto, dude.
Um, well, I wasn't gonna go with Darksiders 3. I think it's still set for 2018. I don't think there's an exact date so far. Um, I really like Darksiders as the first one. The only thing that was a little bit disappointing that I remember hearing about it, they changed some of the storyline, like there's all the Force Horsemen. You got War, Death,
Oh, yeah.
Pestilence. I think they changed Pestilence, one of the sisters,
Mm-hmm.
his name. So that was a little bit disappointing. But other than that, I'm really looking forward to that. The gameplay for the first two was fun, So we'll see how this turns out.
Any other game?
Nothing really comes to mind. honestly.
Just that
Just
one for you.
all right, cool,
Right on.
man.
And John, how about you?
Oh, I mean, I could go on.
Yes, me too.
I could go on longer than this microphone in my mouth. But but then honestly, one's already been said. I have a shit ton of stuff on me that's Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 3. If it doesn't come out this year,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I've been waiting fucking 12, 13 years already. I could wait another 10. I don't give a fuck. I want it to be perfect. But if it comes out next year, that's going to be great. And right off the top of my head that I could think of, I'm hoping it comes out next year. I think it might. People say it is Last of Us 2.
Nice choice.
I really
Oh, yeah,
really
dude.
cannot wait for
Good.
that game.
That was off my radar. I
Last
forgot
of
about
Us
that.
2.
I honestly
Oh,
forgot about that game.
how dare you
too.
guys? No, just kidding. It's so good that you can't talk about it because it's a staple. You don't have to talk about it. No one has to talk about it. It just comes out and it sells itself. But yeah, Last of Us 2. I hope it comes out
Yep.
next year. If it doesn't, that's fine. I mean, we want perfection anyway. We don't want some bullshit microtransactions. Sorry, Star Wars. But
I like
that's a good
that
game. I'm just
game.
making fun of it.
No, yeah, it is a good game. It just
Fuck
sucks
EA.
that EA pretty much shit on everything
Yeah.
on because of that.
But yeah, those
That
are,
was so stupid. Other than that,
yeah,
the
I'm
game
sure
was,
it is.
the game's
It's,
really
it's,
good.
it's a fun game. But yeah. So those are my two.
Right on. Good choices. Damn, everyone called it out basically. But for me, like to be different than everybody is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I can't believe I
And
forgot about
Spider-Man.
that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You forgot
Spider-Man.
about
I
that?
can't believe it just came to my mind. Right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's
Oh, wow.
the good games just skip everybody's minds.
Yeah, it does. I mean, as much as I want to
Yeah.
say, like God of War and
Oh,
Far
yeah.
Cry 5, I agree with you guys.
Like I said, we could go on.
Yeah.
But-
All right, so yeah, those are my two: Spider-Man and
What did
Red
Simon-
Redemption.
what did Simon say?
actually he pointed out a good one, which is Ace Combat 7.
I've never played them.
We've played all the original ones from PlayStation 1 and on. it'd be a disappointment not to see the next one or not buy the next one. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
always it's always been the thing that we've had.
PS4 Pro graphics. Fuck, I can only imagine. I mean, look at Gran Turismo.
Yep. All right, so next topic is PlayStation experience predictions. Not just what predictions, but more like what do you want to see? You know, what is it that you want to see in just a few days? It's coming out on the 8th. They're starting their
In Anaheim.
in Anaheim.
Fuck.
Yep.
I want to go, but anyway.
The 9th and 10th.
I didn't do as much research into it as I probably should have. Honestly, I mean, I don't know as much about it to make a good
I
judgment
mean,
call.
just one thing that you would like to see there. I mean, anything you could think of, a game or anything.
Let's go. Say
Bloodborne
again?
2. Bloodborne
Okay.
2.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth.
That if they announce that game, Bloodborne 2, I'm gonna lose my shit. I would trip butt ass
Don't
naked
do
and
that.
run down my block.
Because then you're not going to be able to play. You'll be in jail.
Please do that.
I don't think anybody wants to,
Yeah, okay.
wants to touch.
You're either going to get arrested or people are going to throw
a
money
naked
at
man
you.
like
Either
that.
way, I mean,
I mean,
It's
All
gonna
is
be a
good.
good time. Either way, it's gonna be a good time.
All right, Joe.
Joe, what do you
Jesus
think?
Christ.
What is it you want to see? Like, do you want to see
I don't
more
know,
like
man.
Kingdom Hearts trailers or actual gameplay or?
I mean, I would absolutely kill for that. I mean, really, any kind of new IP I'm interested in too. I mean, I will say that if we could get something that just kind of catches us completely off guard, that's not some sequel or continuation,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
Yeah, I agree with that. How about you, Will?
Dude, Ghost of Sushi. Like, that game. That game.
What the fuck?
That's that's what my friends and I call it, Ghost of Sushi. But the actual title is called Ghost of Tsushima. It's supposed to be a open world samurai game. I've been wanting something like that since like the
Right.
PS.
That actually sounds dope as fuck.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
there's a trailer up for it, and I believe they just released some info yesterday for the main character and a couple of other things that they're gonna show at PSX. But for sure, I cannot wait for that. That's gonna be amazing. Imagine Red Dead, but
Yeah,
with
it's like Neo,
samurais
pretty much.
in like
That's-
the
That,
Edo
that
period.
should be real
Yeah.
cool.
I would love a open world Neo game,
Yeah.
something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, and aside from that, obviously you guys had already called it brain fart. I can't even
Yeah,
think
that
right
happens.
now. Fucking.
Last of Us.
Yeah.
You guys just said it.
Okay,
Yes,
I had a
thank
feeling. I was like,
you.
Last
Yeah,
of
I was
Us.
thinking of that
People
too.
forget about a great game like that.
It happens.
Right.
That Naughty Gone
It's
game.
just, it's so great. It
Yeah,
shut
it's
my
that
brain
good.
off. It's so
Yeah.
good it shut my brain off. Yeah, yeah. That's what happened. I mean, I know I went to last year's PSX also, and they showed off. That's when it was announced, and they had a couple interviews with the voice actors. That was really cool. So I'm curious what they're gonna do this year. I mean, for sure, they probably won't have it playable on the floor. But I mean, what else can they do? Just like show off another trailer?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but yeah, those two
Yeah.
games for sure.
Dude, you go to fucking E3 and PSX? Holy shit. You actually get out.
Yeah, yeah, well, cause like I run my blogging website and I do game reviews. So I go to E3 and PSX. My friend flies down from Minnesota every year. He's actually coming tonight.
That's
And
cool.
Nice.
it's like our thing that we do.
That's
every
badass,
year.
dude.
So he stays
Yeah.
here. And
Are you going? You're going this year?
That is badass. I have
Yeah, it's this Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna
You
be
should
going
record,
both
dude.
days.
Do you do vlog too at the same time or just blog?
You know, I did last year. I did an E3 blog and a PSX blog, and it did all right. Like they had, I think, maybe like 500 something views. But God, I don't know how YouTubers do it. It's
Yeah.
It
so
is, dude.
tedious, like editing, and it's like I don't want to deal. I'm an amateur photographer. I've been doing it for like almost a year now, and like I would much rather edit pictures than edit a video. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yes,
Phil
sir.
can speak
Yeah.
to that too.
Let
Yeah.
alone doing makeshift
Yeah.
shit. It's hard.
so
Yeah,
might,
you
right
should,
on.
dude. Just for fun. I
Yeah.
mean, even if it gets one fucking view, as long as someone saw it, you know. That's what I did on my YouTube. Like when I did
Yeah,
tutorials
true.
and shit. I did like Destiny 2 when it dropped. What was it? I think it was the second DLC for Destiny 1. I stood up that fucking night and did like a bunch of missions the way I did it, and then I filmed it doing it blind, and then I made the fucking editing and all that the same night. And that video to this day is like 22K, just because I was one of the first ones to throw it up, you know?
Oh,
It's not bad.
nice.
So it's things like that. Like you have to
Yeah.
like be determined. And I mean, I didn't get paid for it or anything. I just did it just cause I wanted to help like some kid, you know? Turned out 22,000 people needed help on that shit. And
Right.
my method was actually legit for me knowing the game, you know?
Everybody wins.
Yeah, everybody wins. So I mean,
cool.
and you could tell, dude, that night there was a thunderstorm going on. So you hear the thunder in the background a little bit. You hear me whispering into the mic because everyone was asleep because it was like 6 a.m. It was pretty fun, but I mean, I mean, just do it, man. If you have fun with it, and then people see what you did, like that's how you start, you know, and that's how you get up. Like just put quality in your video.
Yeah, I should have better quality too, because last year I recorded it on like my Samsung S7 Edge, and like well now I have like an actual like good DSLR. So,
Yeah, I mean,
we'll
just
see.
have fun with it, and
Probably
your
will.
fun is enough quality to get people hooked, you know. That's the way I see it. As long as you're just fun and addicting as a
Yep.
person, then that's all people want. They don't want to just watch some boring ass fucking guy or whatever. Not saying you're boring, but I'm just saying, you know, have fun, film it, you got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
I
I'm
don't know
boring.
about that. I mean, you sound sexy as fuck, so just looking at you probably is not boring enough. But anyway,
That's
what
right.
were we talking about? Oh yeah, it was Last of Us
the-
2 brain fart. Okay.
No, well, the most predictions.
All
Predictions. I mean,
the
what is it that you want to see, Cheeto?
I would want to see more like VR stuff, see what they have to show. I mean, I've always been I've used one here and there. I don't own one, but that's always been like a fascinating concept to me. Just I mean, how much more immersive can you get in a video game?
Right.
And I would like to see something that's like super immersive, where you take off your VR and you're like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Real life sucks.
I want something that's gonna like really like blow my mind. You know? Like, I
Right.
want to see something cool for VR. That would be really awesome.
I want to glue this shit to my face. Fuck the real world. Even though a lot of people are saying it's like a novelty kind of thing right now, but I mean,
Right.
that's what we want. We want games that are serious. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, we have Skyrim and Doom, but apparently everybody says standing still in Skyrim is better than actually playing it. Because looking around is a lot fun than playing it.
Wow.
Nah, that's kind of a pain in the ass, but whatever.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe one of us will get it soon. I don't want to say who, but and we can find out for ourselves. So games
Yeah. What
or
do you
PlayStation
expect?
experience predictions. That was one of them. Was VR for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
I want to see more VR. I want to see something maybe brand new, like
Okay.
the new D-pad, perhaps. No, I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Just mainly, I want a fucking release date for Kingdom Hearts 3. I want a fucking date because
Yeah,
I'm tired of this shit. I mean, I said yeah, I'll wait. You know, I'll wait a couple more years if I have to. But I want a fucking date. I want numbers. You know, I want a year at least. Shit, a confirmed year. Like, okay, we're for sure gonna release it this year or whatever. But if not, it's okay. I mean, we waited for Shadow Colossus to come out forever, the remake, and we finally got that. Final Fantasy VII remake would be a nice release date. Would be nice as well. But I could also wait for that.
Especially since they're breaking it up, you know, into three segments or
So it's
whatever.
like, give us something. Give the fans something. We got Shadow Colossus already. I mean, at least for most of us that like it.
Yeah.
Give us a date for fucking Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy VII or something. But I'm brain farting again. But yeah, I can't really think of anything else.
There's actually one more thing. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe is Borderlands 3.
There you go. There you go. That's what I was thinking of. I want to see Borderlands fucking 3.
That popped into my head
I
right
shit you
now.
not.
Borderlands 3, because they did tease a like a new graphics.
Yeah, they already showed us
for a
the new
game that
engine. It looked great.
That looked
fucking great.
yeah.
There's
it looked
actually
good.
shadows and shit.
It looked
But
good,
yeah, Borderlands 3, anything on that, even just like a little tease would be cool. Because that game, I will know life more than fucking Kingdom Hearts. I shit you not.
We've busted all night.
Oh my god, dude.
You have no
It took me
idea.
fucking a month every day, 8 hours to get conference call. If anybody knows what the fuck that is.
Yes.
And okay. I'm not going to even rant about that. But yeah, I love that game. Steven loves that game. Cheeto loves that game.
Easy,
Love it,
easy,
yes.
Great game.
easy.
I'm actually what I'm looking forward to is more trailers of Final Fantasy VII.
Yes.
I want to see actual gameplay, like someone literally with the
playing.
controller in hand playing it on the
Well,
stage.
no one's ever really playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just pre-recorded. And
I
they're
know,
pretending like
I know,
fucking
but
noobs.
still,
I was gonna say they have some of it
Yeah,
out,
they-
but
Question, let him have his
I'm sure they're gonna have at least displays. You know, I'm sure they're gonna have displays.
no, Phil doesn't get his moment.
They're gonna have displays there. That's for sure. And you're gonna be able to experience it yourself. That's why they call it PlayStation Experience. You
Yeah.
know?
Why would it be experience if you don't experience shit?
Exactly.
Besides, the stinging when you go to the bathroom.
I don't know about that, but yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry, that's just me.
I'm actually like a new IP would be nice. Something completely off the rails. Something that inspires other fucking developers to follow suit. You know.
Yeah.
And it's got to have a story. It's got to have a story.
Like Detroit?
I mean, well, yeah,
Detroit. Is
they need
another
more
game.
gameplay for Detroit. I'd like to see that too.
Well, they can't show us too much because then they're just gonna spoil the story.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah. But that's another game I'm waiting for, by the way. Detroit.
Yeah. Other than that, other than those two that I said, yeah, new IP, Last of Us 2. I want to see some gameplay of that. I want to see Joel. I want to see fucking everybody in. I want to see new characters and confirm some of the theories that they had from the last trailer.
Yeah. That last trailer, dude, was so like, what the fuck?
It threw me off.
Yeah, it threw everybody
It's definitely
off.
Ellie's
Yeah, who-
mom. I'm
who the
assuming that's
fuck were
Ellie's
they?
mom, and this is like a.
You really
it's gotta
think?
be. I don't know. Who is that? Like
That's a-
buffed up old Ellie? I mean,
I don't know, dude.
I mean, she
I
can
just-
kick my
I
ass.
saw
didn't
little
fucking shit,
cave
dude.
people, like little gremlins coming out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's going backwards, like prehistoric times or whatever. But it's still modern. It's weird, but it's interesting. So we're gonna see what's up with that. If they could clear it up, that'd be cool.
Right.
But they're not going to. They want you to buy it.
All right.
They're
They're not going to.
Here's
That's
going to
it.
be a long topic. This one's going to be kind of long. This one's the video game game awards. That's actually going to be showcased tomorrow. Where is it? There it is. Go at the top. We were browsing at it. For those who were not watching it on video, we were browsing through the list. All right, sorry. So here's the categories. Game of the year. The runner-ups are Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, Player Unknown's Battleground, Persona 5, and Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, okay, so let's go down the list. Who wants that to win in that category?
Who wants what? Horizon?
No, okay.
No,
we'll
like
go
in
down the
general.
list. Steven, out of those
No,
five.
no, fuck no. Fuck no.
Steven,
That's my last pick out of those.
out of those five, what do you pick?
What? Oh shit. I really did like Horizon Zero Dawn. It was really good. But you know what? The way
PUBG.
the PUBGs came out and have just like took over everything, I honestly think that might win. But for me at least, it would be Horizon Zero Dawn. I really like that game.
Okay.
Wow. All right. Damn. I mean, that's at least two of the items on that list are tough to pick from. I mean, I absolutely fucking adored Persona 5. I got right up to getting a platinum trophy on it and set it aside, and I just need to get back to it. But Breath of the Wild was just so damn immersive too. Honestly, I don't know. That'd be a toss-up for me, but I think I put more time into Breath of the Wild. at the
Really?
end
You
of it,
put
so
more
that's
time
probably
into
my
Breath
pick.
of the Wild than Persona 5? Holy shit.
Yeah, I did. I think Persona 5, I was close to 100 hours on that, and I went over 100
Damn,
on Zelda.
that's
So
crazy. I heard Persona 5's long as fuck too. Well, I mean, if you kind of
It
like
is.
delay the quest or whatever. But all right, cool. So Breath of the Wild.
All right, and Will, what's your choice?
Yes, sir.
If you don't say Persona 5, then you're a terrible player. 'Cause that should hands down win every category. It should win best dance game. It should win best it should win.
I mean, it has
everything.
amazing music.
Like that is like game of the year. And let me tell you why, because I have some pretty good reasoning for that. I just recently saw a video on YouTube by a YouTuber called Downward Thrust, and he talked a lot about the death of a full game, of a single player game, and the fact that it's a game from start to finish, and there's no paywall or DLC for the story that you have to buy in order to complete the game. You just buy it, you play it, and then you can put it down.
Which is
and
rare
that's it.
nowadays.
That's
Very
true.
rare.
Full game from start to
That's a
finish.
good call out.
You pay $60, you get a full fucking
And I mean,
game.
let's just face it. Since you're going to open up the can of worms, I'll just say, I mean, the storyline has so many good quality twists and turns throughout the whole thing. Some of it was predictable. A lot of it wasn't, though. There was good aspects of it that I was like, oh, shit, especially in the last 20% of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's a tough call. I mean, you're kind of winning me back to that corner, honestly,
And,
the more I remember it.
And you know, the characters are so personable, they're so relatable. You know, obviously we're not in high school anymore because the setting for it is, you know, with a couple of high school students and teachers and
Speak
stuff.
for yourself.
Oh gosh, I don't mean to assume your age, but you know. well, well, if you're in high school, then I guess you know it's more relatable. But
No,
We just
no,
miss
I'm
high
not,
school.
I'm not.
That's all.
it's like their qualities and traits are just so relatable, and they seem like just regular people because that's what they are in the game, thrown into this
Right.
crazy ass situation. So that, along with the story, the relatability, and the fact that you know you only have to pay $60, not more than $100 in loot boxes. EA Battlefield. You know. That's why it should win best game of
Yeah.
everything.
Yep.
Best game of everything.
Yeah, fuck you. All right, so
Next category.
Cheeto.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm skipping people.
Again,
Yeah, dude, you
start
need to
my
stop.
line.
horrible.
You need to fucking stop
Yeah,
that
I'm
shit.
just trying to move
You
on.
need to calm the fuck down.
Sorry.
I'll probably lean more towards Legend of Zelda. I could confidently say I'm pretty biased because it's Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't play it for myself, but I basically played it through just watching people play it online, and I think it looked great. The gameplay, I mean, I can't think of top of my head something bad to say about it. Plus, shield surfing, I mean, it's that cool. You don't need to go in the water, you know.
You do that?
Spoilers.
Oh, no, just kidding.
Yeah, that, and I just want to add my own game in that category. Again, South Park. Fractured Butthole.
That
That
I
should
think
be in there?
that's
Yeah,
very
that should
that's
be
an
in there.
honorable mention, dude. Seriously, South Park is so underrated.
I played the shit out of the game.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it at that.
It's
I played
so
the shit
well
out of South
made.
Park.
It makes fun of the fact it's a fucking game, and it puts you in it.
It's almost self-aware.
Yeah, it's very self-aware. And for a game to be like that, like a Deadpool game or something like that, just breaking the fourth wall like every fucking like 10 seconds, that's just fun, dude. But anyway, yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
So as for me, fuck EA. Game of the year. So I've never played any of these games. None of them.
All right, Persona 5.
So by
Podcast.
default, I
we got
pick.
next
No,
week.
just I know for sure the very last one I would choose is PUBG because that game is, to me, it's not even a finished fucking game. It's buggy
Yeah,
as
it shouldn't
fuck.
even be there.
There's so many arguments of people saying, "Oh yeah, it's stupid for people to think it's not a finished game, but it's still game of the year because it started battle royale." I'm like, no, it didn't. Battle royale started battle royale. You know, the movie Battle Royale started that shit. Hunger Games started that shit. You just made it into a game.
The fucking
Yeah,
manga
yeah,
did,
exactly.
man. What are you
Yeah,
talking
exactly.
about?
Like
Shit.
fucking Minecraft had, I think, a Hunger Game style to
Like a
it.
mod.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, you know, and it's just buggy as fuck. People die in a car for no reason. They just drive and it blows up. Like, if you think that's game of the year, like, I'm sorry, like that's some alpha shit. Like, to me, that's not Game of the Year material. But Breath of the Wild, I hear is just fucking amazing. It's like the dream fucking Zelda game. Mario Odyssey, I'm just so done with Mario. I fucking can't stand that shit anymore. But I hear it's a good game. Persona 5, I hear, I like Odyssey. I hear it's great. Persona 5, I hear nothing but fucking crazy criticism about that game. Like, it's perfect. The music's, I heard a few songs from it. The music is great. The graphics are fun. The fact that you could do miscellaneous chores and shit like that as a high school student is just seems redundant, but also fun. And like you're just reliving high school, but in an anime. So it's like that's pretty fun, dude. And then the fact that you could put hours and hours and hours into this, let alone I didn't even know about that like DLC shit. Like there's no DLC besides maybe cosmetics like outfits and shit. Like Christmas outfits and stuff. I know they have.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean it's a full game. You get what you pay for, and that's the way games should be nowadays. There should be no microtransactions. There should be none of that shit. EA. So Horizon Zero Dawn, I hear is fucking also a phenomenal game. I've seen the graphics. I've heard the music. I've seen the gameplay, the combat system. Looks fucking great. I was going to ask you, Steven, if I could borrow it, but I don't know if you had a hard copy. But anyway, okay.
No, I don't have a hard copy.
But anyway, I mean, I'll just buy it when it's like $5 or something. Actually, I was going to wait for Persona. Whenever Persona 5 goes like 50% off, $30, I'm pretty damn sure it's well worth $30 or even 40. I'm pretty sure.
It's worth 60.
I'm pretty sure everyone's saying it's worth 60. Yeah, it's worth 60.
Right now.
So yeah, but if I had to go, I can't choose because I've never played them, so I can't just pick one. But I'm not picking PUBG. Fuck that shit. So I'll just say that.
Yeah.
After hearing everybody talk about Persona, I'm probably gonna have to just pick that one myself. Unfortunately, I as well have not played any of these. I wanted to get Horizon Zero Dawn on day one, but for some reason, financially, it just didn't happen. Same thing for Persona 5, and I just can't push myself to get a Switch yet. Not until it gets more exclusives, and not Nintendo exclusives. It's got to be third-party exclusives. I want to see third-party exclusives come out for the Switch in order for me to get to buy one, honestly. And I'm not going to use it as a console. I'm going to use it as, I'm gonna actually use it when I go somewhere. I'll fucking force myself to play it during my lunch at work because.
Well, that's how I do it. I bring it into my work a lot, dude. It's nice.
Well, you might as well use the gimmick,
Yeah. Why not?
Let alone it looks good. I mean, playing Mario Kart on the go. Why wouldn't you want to do that?
Yeah, and I mean, I will say this, just to put it out there, not to cut you off on your section, Phil, but visually, it's surprising how good the games look. I mean, Zelda and Mario both are, I mean, they're not going to top out on like a Final Fantasy 15 or whatever, but I mean, they look pretty damn respectable on an HD TV, so that's not nothing.
I've even heard that some games look better on the handheld part than the actual like TV. I don't know if that's true, but sounds true. Like I think it's Doom. Was it Doom? Yeah, it was Doom. Doom looks better on the handheld part, better than the TV. On the TV, it looks like some old G shit. I don't know.
Well, I can say in my experience it hasn't been that way, but I understand why in certain games it
like
would
pixels
be for
and
sure.
Shit expanded and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is there's a lot of categories, and I'm gonna shrink it down for us because it will eat up our time going through each category, and a lot of it's just fucking repeats of Mario and fucking and Persona, and most of them are gonna get either Nintendo or Persona, honestly. But so we're gonna skip it all the way to, let's see, best narrative. Let's see what that one looks like. Best narrative is What Remains of Edith Finch, Nier Automata, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Yes.
Senua's Sacrifice.
Wolfenstein 2 and Horizon Zero Dawn. Let's go through the top, Steven.
I heard that the Sacrifice game was really, really good. Like I heard it was very underestimated. Yep. And
yes.
the fact that it wasn't a big game publisher, that it was a third party that supposedly nobody ever heard about it. So I will give it to them.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
I will give it to them because they came out of nowhere, and I heard the same thing. I heard nothing but good
Right.
things about that game. So I'm gonna say
Yeah.
that one.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. Joe, what do you think?
Absolutely second that. I credit my roommate completely on exposing me to what it was. But dude, I only got about halfway through it. I still need to go back to finish it off. But it was a phenomenal game visually, just psychologically. If you have the surround sound headphones, the way they did stereoscopic recording for all the
I bet that
voices
was
in your
dope.
head is amazing. That's really fucking cool. I mean, a lot of them don't get subtitled if you play with that on, so you really can only hear it well if you've got a headset on, and just the conflicting, like, you suck your awesome messages that they're giving you, and it's an experience to say the least.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And for you, Will?
Hands down, Nier
Yeah.
Automata, however you want to pronounce it. Dude, the narrative for that was fucking amazing, and I might be particularly interested more than the average consumer in that specific title because like my major in college is philosophy, and I've studied that a lot, and they touch a lot on various philosophical topics, and you can even tell just by watching interviews with the creators. It's super intense. It goes really deep, and that's one of the games, kind of like Destiny, how they had the lore implementation with the Grimoire
Yeah.
cards and all
Okay.
that stuff. It's like that. You really have to like delve deep into the game and look up the lore to like really understand stuff. So it's a narrative that just keeps giving and giving and giving even after the game is done. I mean, it has 25 endings.
I
Like,
didn't know that.
like what other game has
I didn't even know that.
No game. Yeah, it literally 25 endings. So I mean, if you haven't played it, play it. That should win.
All right, Cheeto.
Well, I haven't played any of these games, but just based on what I've seen, I personally really like just Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, the story seems pretty cool. It takes a different approach into like being prehistoric dinosaurs, machines, and stuff, and that's just very, very interesting to me. I need to play it for myself to get more info on it. As far as the other ones go, I don't know much about, so I'm gonna have to go with Horizon Zero Dawn here.
Horizon. All right, for me, I mean, I'm tied. I'm tied between three of them, which is Hellblade, Nier Automata, and What Remains of Edith Finch. Only because all those three games tell stories. They all tell stories very well, especially Hellblade. But the fact that What Remains of Edith Finch is a walking simulation game, kind of, pretty much. There's no action. It's not action packed. It's a walking fucking simulator, but it tells a story well. So to do that, how do you fucking play a game where you're just walking, but you're so involved in it, you're still playing it, you know? Nier Automata, epic game. It's just epic. It's pretty much Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, and God of War mixed into one. But it's got that epic story as well that, you're attached to these characters and stuff. I haven't played it the full thing yet. I only played like the demo and like a little bit extra, but I fell in love with it. Not only that, I mean, any anime lover, Persona 5, is gonna love it. There's fucking upskirts and shit. What's not to love about it? And
I gotta ask you guys all really quick too. Did those that play Nier Automata and that are like raving about it now? Did you guys play the original at all?
no,
Just to tie
I
that
didn't even know
in?
there was anything before that.
No.
Oh,
I didn't even
Oh,
heard
yeah.
of it until
Yeah,
that game
I-
came out.
yeah. So I went through the original like front and back, and if it's anything like that, I'm sure it's as good
Yeah,
as you guys are saying.
it's fucking
without
epic.
a doubt.
Like, it's just an epic. It's a must play if you're a hack and slash fucking person. But yeah,
It's Platinum Games.
definitely. And Hellblade,
Yeah.
I've never heard a single bad thing about that game. I've never played it. I've been wanting to, but I'm just kind of against buying games that are like one and dones. I call them one and dones. So you beat them and you never touch them again. So that's Hellblade. It's kind of like a movie from what I know. And I do hear there's a little bit of combat, like 20% of the game is combat and the rest is all like psychological, like storytelling, epic thriller shit. Yeah,
Puzzle
puzzle solving and stuff. Yeah.
like that.
So I mean,
Yeah.
that's great. It's just not a game worth buying for me, at least. And then Wolfenstein, I played the demo that came out. You get to play the first big mission. That was dope as fuck. The story was great, but I wouldn't say it's the best narrative. So yeah, I'll probably have to go with Hellblade on this one.
I agree, Hellblade. I've actually gotten my toes dip into this. I've only gotten halfway, just like you, Joe. But I love the fucking sound. The sound is like what I think is going to be best sound in one of these categories, if it's in it, of course. Yeah, hands down, Hellblade.
And I think too, Ninja Theory that made Hellblade, they're like creepers, dude. They make creeper games. Like they just creep up on you out of nowhere, and they hit you too.
hits.
Like they sucker punch you, and it's a good thing, you know. So like for once, it's a good thing. But yeah, I think that's another thing. Like they gain respect for not like throwing their shit out there. Like, hey, here's a demo. Hey, we're making this. You look forward to that. No, they're like, here's a game. It just came out. Have fun. And it's like, oh damn, it spoke for itself, you know. So that's pretty much what happened there. So yeah, I think it deserves that.
All right, next.
It does. I agree. That's a good way of putting it.
Let's do best score in music. Runner-ups.
We already know who won. Fuck.
Destiny 2, Cuphead, Nier, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario, Persona 5.
Hold your opinions. Not all at once now. Not all at once. Okay. So Steven.
We already.
Well, I mean, I do love Destiny 2 music, so but I don't know.
Yeah.
If I want to hear Japanese pop, I could just go on like, you know, Pandora or something. No, just kidding.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh man.
You're about to
Okay,
start a riot
so
over there.
we'll just if you have an alternate opinion, you could say it. So Steven.
I've always been a fan of the Legend of Zelda soundtrack. It's always good. It's always
Honestly, I agree with that.
amazing,
Yeah,
but
Zelda's been around for years, and everyone
Yeah.
knows music of it. Everyone has a favorite song from Zelda,
yeah,
so you can't deny that.
I mean, they literally do
Yeah,
concerts
absolutely.
with just the soundtrack.
Yeah, the
Of,
fucking Grotto Valley,
Zelda,
dude,
you know?
best song
yeah,
ever.
exactly. Damn right. Fuck yeah.
See, here's the thing here's the only real. So I agree with everything that was just said about Zelda and its music, but Breath of the Wild was really subtle in how it used its sound. Like there wasn't like grand scores throughout the whole thing. It was just little ambient noises and ambient tracks for when you're out in the field. There were combat, tracks or whatever, but it wasn't like an expansive soundtrack in that one like we're used to. And I think that's what would draw me away
Yeah.
from it in that category, honestly.
Yeah, I get you. It wasn't classic. It was more like some new subtle stuff.
So what would you pick then?
Yeah. And Persona,
Okay.
without a doubt.
Enough said.
100%.
And we know
And,
we'll
we'll just skip
for
you.
fun.
No.
For fun, we'll say it's Mario.
Give Cuphead
No,
some
what do you
credit.
think?
Give Cuphead some credit. The music in Cuphead I really liked.
Yeah.
In addition to the art, I've always been like a fan of like the old timey cartoon stuff. So that paired with the music, I personally really liked Cuphead.
Right on.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly, I agree
What's
with
your
that.
opinion, though, Will, of the soundtrack of Persona 5? Because obviously that's the one you picked.
Well, before even praising Persona 5, I'm a fan. I listen to a lot of jazz. I listen to a lot of classical music and all that. So when I heard the soundtrack to that, even as soon as like I put the disc in and the intro came out, and
Yeah,
it was,
that's
like,
it.
funk, I was like, oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
this already won Game of the Year. I'm
Yeah.
gonna play this game.
Before Push Start ever even came
That
up. Yeah,
intro
I hear
though
you.
is addicting. I'm not
Exactly.
gonna lie. I've seen the intro. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
It's people start the game and don't
See,
skip
and that's
it.
just it too. And that's to Steve's point. Like, it's not even.
No,
it's not
it's jazz.
J-pop.
I know it's
a
jazz and
lot
classical
more,
music. Yeah.
Yeah. And good rock too. I mean, there's a good amount of a rock selection
Mm-hmm.
in there too, and just it's
Yeah.
very unique.
The battle themes and like the boss themes are like among
Yeah.
the best I've heard since all the stuff from Zelda. And don't get me wrong, I love Zelda as much as the next guy because obviously, like I told you guys earlier, I got into gaming because a random ass kid told me to watch him play
Still creepy.
Ocarina of Time, and since then I fell in love with the series. Um, but the old ones, at least for me, will always be the
Yeah.
better ones. Just because, like, you have like Song of Healing and all these different classic
Yep.
tunes, you know. And you don't really hear a whole lot about Breath of the Wild. I'm not saying it's bad, but compared to the other titles that are in
Yeah.
that category, the other titles get praised
Yeah.
a
It's
lot
kind of a
more.
landslide. But yeah, I get you.
Kinda, yeah.
And you said,
I was
Cheeto,
talking
you
about,
said,
oh yeah, I was talking about Cuphead. Just for again, a little bit biased because I've been always been a fan of that old timey cartoon and all the timey songs. It's always funny here. It's tends to be kind of different always. I just personally really like it.
right on.
Yeah. Um,
You've been a fan of racism?
racism. I don't-
Hey, come on, you know we all
I'm
black
just
when the
kidding.
lights is on.
I'm just kidding.
I agree with that though, dude. The soundtrack for Cuphead is really fun and cool, especially since it's very vintage. We've needed a game like that, and if you're gonna be playing that game over and over, talking about difficulty and shit, you're gonna lose over and over and over. You're gonna hear the music over and over and over, so it's got to be good, not annoying,
Right.
you know.
Good
So Destiny
Yeah.
2, I mean, I've always loved the Halo soundtracks and stuff like that. So I mean, it's just nice ambient sounds. But I'm not gonna be putting that shit on my fucking iPod and listening to it. But it's epic. Nier Automata also has great dramatic.
Yeah.
I love that epic fucking orchestra music, especially during boss battles. I wish fucking Bloodborne or Dark Souls music was on this because I love the shit out of that music. But Persona 5, dude, I've
Yeah.
heard some of the songs on that, and I haven't all of them. Like even the song after you win a battle is good. So yeah, Persona 5. I'm gonna have to take this one.
Unfortunately, I haven't really listened to any of the music in any of these games, but I'm gonna have to trust into Joe because I trust his judgment. Um,
No,
as,
thank you,
yeah,
sir.
Persona 5.
Fuck, I want to buy this game now.
I know.
Damn it.
Now
I'm
I
broke.
think just because of this conversation,
Trust me, you guys
told
missed
you.
out. You absolutely
Was that
missed
Black
out.
Friday sale or what?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like in general, you missed out
Oh,
on
I
the
mean,
experience.
I could always get back into it. Yeah, it's not too
Not
late.
too
I don't think
late.
it's too late. I'm gonna wait till it goes down though, or maybe Target has those buy 2 games get 1 free deals going on. So maybe I'll jump onto that.
Yeah.
Or fuck GameFly it. Fuck it.
yeah,
But if I GameFly, I'm gonna probably be on it for like 2-3 months. I think it's worth buying though.
we'll never actually get
Yeah,
a turn.
yeah.
It's like, hey, dude, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do performance impact ongoing mobile game. We're gonna skip mobile game. We're gonna skip
Clash Royale.
handheld. We're gonna skip VR because I don't think any of us has used VR
Fuck EA.
as far as I know. Best action game.
I have, but not
Excessively.
excessively.
It's kind of lackluster.
Best action game.
Yeah, I definitely have. One of my good friends
Oh,
has
I
it,
know
but
what one. In my heart. In my heart.
Our list
Best
out-
action game. We got Prey, Neo, Destiny 2, Cuphead, and Wolfenstein 2. So, Steven, go for it.
I'm gonna say Wolfenstein 2, just because it's Wolfenstein. You knew
Kill
kind of crazy
Nazis.
shit in that game.
Kill fucking Nazis. You know, fucking
Kill Nazis.
actual Nazis
You
are
can't go wrong
like
with that.
mad about that, and it's like, who gives a fuck? Like, fuck Nazis, you know? Yeah. We're like, fuck you. Like, we don't give a fuck.
Fuck 'em, they lost.
But anyway, that's besides the point. So yeah, Wolfenstein for
They
you.
lost, dude, fuck 'em.
It's a good shooter,
Yeah, I'm gonna
dude.
say
It's a great
Wolfenstein.
shooter. If you guys haven't got the demo yet,
Yeah.
play it. I recommend
I'm
it.
gonna try it.
Yeah, just to dip your toes in it.
run through the list again one more time for me.
Prey, Neo, Destiny 2, Cuphead, and Wolfenstein. Yeah,
For
best
action,
action.
huh? I don't know, man. I'm thinking Neo, honestly, but that's just because I'm a fan of things like Devil May Cry and God of War and whatnot. So I mean, that I won't even lie. At least three even touched. So I'm not the best judge on this category, but I would lean towards Neo. That's
Yeah.
just my
All right,
opinion.
cool. So Will, you're next.
Action, I'd say it's probably between Neo, just because I always liked that studio and Ninja Gaiden and a lot of the other stuff they've worked on. and Destiny 2, just because
It's Destiny.
You know,
Yeah, it's Destiny.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
Cheeto.
I kind of agree with that too. With Destiny 2, it's Destiny. It's very team driven. Sometimes it can be hard to. I like the fact that they added like the random. We find your a team online,
Oh,
like
just
matchmaking for
matchmaking
stuff like
on
that. So
raids
that's
and
pretty
shit.
cool. Makes it a little bit easier. But I'm gonna have to mention Cuphead again. I feel like Cuphead, the difficulty is there. It's really hard, but I don't feel like it's cheap in the way
What's up?
it's
See you.
done. I feel like the game gives you the tools and the abilities for you to be able to surpass that difficulty. It's not just a cheap game where you walk over a rock and you die. It's
Yeah.
not cheap. It's actually difficult and it requires skill and I like that.
Yeah.
A lot of
A
people
lot of replay
got
value and
called
shit.
out. A lot of people, been weeded out because they can't handle or can't beat.
Man,
the
I
game.
want to play that
We'll
game
get
so
it.
bad.
I'll download it. We'll just fucking.
Oh yeah,
we'll do
dude!
a live
I'll
stream,
smash the shit out of that
shit.
game. I've seen gameplay. It doesn't look hard at all. People are just
It
pussies.
seems to be a lot more difficult while you're doing co-op.
Yeah.
Just because there's a lot more stuff going on the screen.
Yeah, they add more. They
Oh,
add more
yeah.
sprites
What
and
I'm saying,
stuff and
so-
mobs.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Ooh, that should still be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's-
you're only as strong as your teammate. So
Yeah.
it's like Battletoads all over
yeah, I'll be
again.
fine.
No, like the weakest one. So if like let's say one person's better than the other, the one that's weaker is gonna drag the other person down because you
Oh,
share
okay.
lives. I
Yeah, I'm
think.
sure you'll be fine.
Oh god, here we go. Here we go. Anyway, so for me, it's definitely not fucking Prey. I played it. I got bored of it.
Really?
Yeah. Wolfenstein's good, but just not my shit. Like killing Nazis is fun, but I could just play Nazi zombies. Cuphead, I haven't played yet. I want to play, but it looks great. Destiny, I love it. Currently playing it. Fucking Curse of Osiris. And but I had to take Neo, dude. I've never owned it. I've been dying to play it. I know the complete edition came out with all the DLC for $50. And the fact that it's Samurai, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, all in one is the shit. And I fucking love the characters. I love the boss battles. I love the music. I love the 4 stances you could use in one fucking weapon. It's just amazing, dude. So I'm going to have to give it to Neo, unfortunately. Sorry, Destiny.
Unfortunately, I haven't played any of these. But if I did, I would. I'm looking forward to buying Wolfenstein 2. I'm gonna have to take that one as my default.
Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
And dude,
Wolfenstein.
Bethesda made it, dude. It's so hard to believe that it runs at 60 frames. It's just
Yeah.
it's a great shooter. Like I can't believe Bethesda did that. Why can't Skyrim be 60 frames? Damn it. But yeah, it's because it's a big ass world. But anyway.
Action. Are
Yeah,
there
I know.
best action adventure game, and the list goes: Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, Assassin's Creed's Origins, Legend of Zelda, of course, Super Mario Odyssey, and Horizon Zero Dawn. Steve, go for it.
I'm gonna say Horizon. There's just so much you can do. There's so much you can do in that game. The bosses are the enemies in the game are really cool. They're all unique in their own way, and the world is really good. And all the NPCs in there, you can get lost in it. So I'm gonna say Horizon.
It's a good Lonely Man game.
Is it?
No, I'm
Yeah,
sure,
it is.
I'm sure it is. It's
Really good.
Like,
It's really
status.
Okay.
It really is.
Okay, Joe.
So I might get some shit for this, but I actually would go with Uncharted on this one. To me, an action adventure game is just that. It's about equal parts platforming, action, storytelling. It's got a lot to it, and I know that obviously Horizon encompasses that too. But I'm biased to that series, as Phil I'm
why
sure
would you
knows
get shit
very
for
well.
that?
I just absolutely fucking.
It's a naughty game.
I mean, because a lot of people. Well, people don't really think that Lost Legacy was as good as the mainline
Okay,
series in a
I
lot
get
of
you.
respects, and I could kind of echo that sentiment, but out of that list, I feel like it
Yeah.
still stands on top.
Okay, I get you. Okay, if it was like a full Uncharted game, it'd be different. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Will's next.
I'm not really a fan of any of
Okay,
them.
skip. Cheetah. No, just
to be
kidding.
Well,
Persona 5.
now you get shit.
Persona 5.
We'll just add it to it.
Persona 5.
Um, you know, I know a lot of those series have a really big following and a really big community, like Uncharted. I never could bring myself to play it because I never found the
Mhm.
appeal in it. I don't know. I just didn't. I couldn't relate to any of the characters. I couldn't really get emotionally attached to them or the
Hmm.
story. So I kind of just
Yeah.
passed on them. So I mean, I guess if one of them has to win, obviously one of them's going to win. I would say
Yeah.
Horizon, just because it's a new IP, it's something fresh, it's something that's never been told, and it's fucking like mech
Yep.
robot dinosaurs.
Something new, and that's
You
what we
know?
want. We always want something new and
Yeah.
good, not new and shitty.
Yeah.
All
All
Yep.
right,
right,
Cheeto.
Cheeto.
Alright, I've always been a big fan of the Assassin's Creed. I've at least up until like Black Flag. After that, I kind of just I don't know lost a little bit of interest. But yeah, I haven't played Origins yet. But I've everybody I've talked to about it has a lot of good things to say about it. I might be biased towards that again because I've played one, two, three Black Flag. I played a lot of that, and the storyline itself was really interesting to me up until the end of Assassin's Creed 3. That's where I kind of started losing interest. But I've heard a lot of good things for Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm thinking of possibly buying it and playing for myself just to see. So just based off of that, my pick would be Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. And on that topic, I hear Assassin's Creed Origins is dope as fuck.
Right.
Like one of the best, if not the best, Assassin's Creed game right now.
Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
The fact that it's did you know that did you know that one of the early trailers for Assassin's Creed Origins was actually a Prince of Persia trailer? It was actually meant to be the newest Prince of Persia game,
Really?
which I fucking love. Prince of Persia, so good. Even though it
Really?
became all like what's that band that made the song, the main theme song for the Warrior Within? I think it's Godsmack. Um, yeah, it became very gothic after a while. Not the shitty new one that's all animated and you push one button and you beat the game. I'm talking about the old ones where it actually took like skill. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins I hear is fucking amazing. Uncharted is Uncharted. There's nothing much to say about that. It's like talking about Last of Us, kind of. Not as good though, in my opinion. Zelda, I mean it's Zelda, but the thing is, for best action adventure game, I mean people want some new shit, so I'm gonna have to go with Horizon. That's the same exact reason. It's the newest, most original idea on that list. Look, it's fucking Mario, Zelda, Assassin's Creed, and Uncharted. Those are the most repeated fucking games. And then the only one that's left out that's new is Horizon.
Yeah.
So that's that's the minority right there. So I'm gonna have to go with Horizon just for that.
For me, because I love Uncharted, it's gonna be Uncharted.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
figured.
Uncharted. Second to that is Horizon.
Yeah,
just because
figured.
it's new. But it's Uncharted for me.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I mean, it's not a bad game at all. I never played that one. I mean, I'm still halfway on 2.
Yeah.
And I can't continue it. Like the same reason Will said.
Uh-huh.
I have the Nathan Drake collection. I beat the first one. It was good. Playing the second one, I'm not even like halfway on it. But for some reason, I just can't get myself to like put it on and continue playing it. I'm not like I
Really? See, two's my
like
favorite in the series,
I'm
dude.
barely
Two's
like
amazing.
where I'm like infiltrating the temple area, the very first one after you do that whole mansion shit. That's where I'm at. And like I just can't bring myself to like want to be like, oh, I'm gonna go play some Uncharted. I'm like finding myself playing BioShock more, you know. So yeah,
Huh.
I mean it's not bad.
Interesting.
It's great. It's just for some reason I'm not involved as I was in one. Maybe that's what it is. I have too many fucking games on my plate right now that it's just I don't know what to choose from. So I mean I'm gonna finish though, and I'm gonna finish 3, and I definitely want to play 4, for sure.
Oh, four is a very close second in my opinion. I think two's the best, but four almost in my mind took it as number
Yeah.
one.
I mean that game I
it's
hear
great,
is like
dude.
damn near perfect. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely get on that. So what is it? Best multiplayer next?
Best multiplayer is next. We got Fortnite, Call of Duty World War II, Splatoon 2, Mario Kart 8 remake, Destiny 2, and then Player Unknown's Battleground. Steve, what you think?
It's to me, it's a toss between Destiny 2 and Fortnite. So dude, I don't know which one to pick. I'm gonna say
Okay.
Fortnite. As much as I hate to not pick Destiny 2, I'm gonna say Fortnite. It's just because it's fun and what you can do in that game. You can build your own towers. Basically build your
Yep.
own castle if you want. So yeah, I'm gonna say Fortnite just because
Not
there's
battle
way
royale,
more to
actual
do.
Fortnite. Yeah. Right. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
I know
Yeah.
what you're
I'm
talking
talking
about. The
about like
actual game that
the
we
actual
bought
game,
day
not
one.
not that battle. Yeah,
Yeah, I got you.
yeah, yeah,
Right on. And Joe?
yeah. So
Give me the selections
It's
one more time. I'm
Fortnite.
sorry. I was in the middle of getting killed on a blood moon.
It's Fortnite, Call of Duty, World War II, Splatoon 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Destiny 2, and PUBG.
For like party
Multiplayer, yeah,
multiplayer.
best multiplayer.
I would say probably Mario Kart, only because again I had the luxury of playing it on the Switch, and it's pretty freaking sweet. In my opinion, the best one since Mario
Really?
Kart
Yep.
64.
I agree with that.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
basically
yeah,
the
it's
same
good.
as
It's real good.
the Wii U version, right? Is that why it's
Oh no,
deluxe?
it's not the fact that it's deluxe. He's talking
Um,
about just Mario Kart 8 in general.
Yeah.
But the fact
Yeah,
that he's on a
yeah.
Switch, he could take it everywhere.
So I mean, right, and it is a little bit cleaner looking than the Wii U version. It also has some added features and added characters, like the characters from Splatoon are in there,
Okay.
for example. So I mean, yeah, it's basically the same core game and the
Right.
same tracks. I think there might be one or two additional ones if I remember, but
Yeah, the deluxe actually added a lot of stuff to the Switch, which is pretty cool. So it's kind of like a DLC, kind of.
Huh.
But yeah, Mario Kart 8. All right, cool. Will?
Persona 5.
the most single player game ever. He's like, "Yup, that's it, multiplayer. Got it." I like to put my personality into every character. That's multiplayer, right? That's how that goes.
But for real, COD is trash now.
Yes.
So, so Destiny. I mean, yeah, they lack content and transparency with the recent fiasco and the XP and oh god, and all the other shit that they don't communicate with their community, and the reskinning. But regardless, it's something you can pick up, go in the Crucible, have fun with your friends, play a couple matches,
Yeah.
and put down. So I guess that's a multiplayer in its purest
Yeah,
form.
I get you.
So yeah, Destiny 2.
All right, Cheeto, you're up.
I think I'm kind of in the same boat as Steve here between Fortnite and Destiny 2. Leaning a little bit more towards Fortnite just because again there's like those slight issues with Destiny 2 with matchmaking if you're doing raid or multiplayer, but if you kind of get past that, if you actually get your team together, and I'm not talking about like looking how to do the raid and how to solve, like actually getting together with your buddies and sitting there and figuring things out. I think that's really fun. That's what I believe it kind of goes down to with Destiny. What they're trying to do with Destiny is just trying to push the multiplayer, trying to be cooperative, as cooperative as you can. And I think for that reason, I'm gonna go with Destiny 2. If you can get past those little issues, those little things, getting there in there with your friends, it could be really fun.
Yeah, I agree with that too. For me, I mean, it's a tie between Destiny 2 and Fortnite. It's just same shit. Fortnite, not a lot of people played the actual game. They just hopped on the bandwagon for Battle Royale. But the actual gameplay itself was like innovative and different. But if I had to choose between any of these games, I'm gonna have to go with Persona 5. So not just playing. No, hands down, I'm taking Destiny because I mean I put a lot of fucking time into this game, and I made videos, and my YouTube is strictly pretty much Destiny. At least it was back in the day. And I mean the shit that I learned about this game. I mean fucking Loot Cave, remember that? Fuck. I mean. What Cheeto said, pretty much like the way you get your friends together and you try to beat the shit that the developers made. They're the boss. The developers are the boss, and they're like, here, we made this for you. Beat it. And it's like, okay, fucking challenge accepted. So we had to work as a team to fucking cheese or whatever, find something to like beat the shit out of this raid or whatever. Plus, you could like Will said, go in the Crucible, fucking pop some heads, get XP, get loot, look badass, and then call it a day. So I mean, for multiplayer, just having fun with friends. I mean, Mario Kart's right there though with it. I mean, having fun with friends playing Mario Kart, let alone drinking and doing it, is pretty fun.
Mario
But
Kart DUI.
yeah, I'm gonna give it to Destiny 2 on this one.
Don't drink and drive.
Unless you have a
Don't
blue
drink and drive, boys.
So yeah, Destiny 2. Destiny 2
far.
for me.
Good choice. For me, I've only played 3 out of these 6, but I'm not sure what part of Fortnite they're saying. They're saying just Fortnite. So
Yeah, Fortnite.
I can't say what that half of the game is about, but I did enjoy Battle Royale. As far as playing it solo, I've gotten quite a few wins by myself. I've played Call of Duty. Is not as I haven't played Zombies. I think that would probably be the best part of it. I haven't done it yet, but I want to. I've played Players Unknown's Battleground on my PC. Out of all of them, I would have to say this Fortnite, but only the Battle Royale part.
No.
It could be both.
I mean, yeah, Battle Royale.
As a whole,
it could be
as a
both
whole,
'cause
I think it would be Fortnite.
Yeah, if you consider all of it, what it is, yeah.
Yeah, it could.
But I mean, even then, I'd still consider Destiny. But yeah, is someone taking a piss?
No,
I
I didn't hear.
I hear
it.
driplets.
Nope. Anticipated games. Wait, no.
Yeah, someone's taking a piss, or someone took a piss.
No. I'm actually drinking a bottle of seltzer, and you're just hearing the carbonation up in the mic.
Okay.
I'm not kidding at all. I, however, will be pissing on mic with you guys very soon.
All right, so I guess that's basically it. I
Yeah.
want to do one just for me because I
What?
want to see what's on there. We're not going to do any of the sports, but best racing game is Gran Turismo Sport out of all of them.
NHL.
What? No. No.
Persona 5.
Persona 5 is best racing game.
That's a racing game. I mean, you could speedrun it, right? It's a race.
It's a race. Yeah. I guess you could.
Oh my
Imagine.
God. I fucking hate all of you. Good die.
What the most
That was
anticipated
funny.
game
That
presented
was
by
very
McCafe?
funny.
What the? That's so
From
random.
McDonald's and shit.
Well, we all. Well, actually,
McDonald's?
this is a pretty good one. This is a good one to
It's
end
actually,
it.
yeah,
This is a good one to end it on. Most anticipated game presented by McCafe. The Last of Us 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm sorry. Monster Hunter World, Marvel Spider-Man, and God of War.
I mean, all of them.
It's pretty tough.
Yeah, all of
Yeah,
them.
all of them look fucking
But if
good.
you had to pick one, Steve, which one would it be?
God, I mean, I've never was a fan of. I'm gonna probably get shit for this one. I wasn't
You
really a
fucking
fan of God
die.
of War. Really is not.
No, I'll give you support on that. I mean, it's fun, but it's
my
not
fucking
groundbreaking.
God.
Like, to me, it always
Yeah.
felt like
Who invited these guys?
it was a Devil May Cry ripoff. It was.
Yeah.
Just
You know
kidding.
what? You're gonna love my answer.
I'm just kidding.
But the one thing I can say that has me evolved into it is that it doesn't seem like that anymore. It seems like it's gonna try to be something like I kind of want to say like a Skyrim in a way, because it's an open world thing, and it feels
Yeah,
changed.
it's changed dramatically.
But I'm gonna have to say it's changed a lot. But I'm gonna say Red Dead Redemption 2 because everybody wanted it for such
Yep.
a long fucking time, and it's finally announced. So I'm gonna say Red
I
Dead
agree
2.
with that. That's a good one.
All right.
Joe.
So, Joe. Gotta work.
So,
I'm just kidding.
so
Persona 5.
first off, my fat ass
Yeah,
is
we
over
hear
here
it. We hear
eating,
you
so don't
crunching
mind me just
shit.
chewing.
Yeah.
I know. Anyway, I guess the RPG side of me, Monster Hunter calls out, but Spider-Man does look really good. It reminds me of like the old Spider-Man on the PS2. Like, that just was really fucking good, you know? And I feel like if they can capture that like late 90s, early 2000s like video game feel with it, which it looks like they may have, I don't know, man. For nostalgia's sake alone, it could be good. I think that's where I'm headed.
So, Spider-Man for you?
Good choice.
I'm Then I'm gonna mute while I eat, but then I'm gonna miss all my fucking sarcastic
Oh, no, it's fine,
commentary.
dude.
It's
You don't
not,
have-
it's
you don't
not
have to worry
fair,
about
guys.
You don't have to worry about it.
Now, the viewers though, they're gonna be like, "Damn, I want some freaking sriracha snack mix from Cheez-Its because that sounds good."
And then they're probably all blown too, and so they're just like, "Oh, dude, I got munchies now."
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I will not say
Persona
5
6.
this time.
Persona 6.
Honorable mention Persona 5. But for real, Red Dead Redemption 2. Just because I have a lot of fond memories playing the original one, and it was great. That's probably the only game I'm
Yep.
truly waiting for it to come out in the near
yeah,
future.
that's a good one. It's in everybody's crosshairs for sure. Cheeto.
Yeah, I want to say mostly leaning towards Red Dead Redemption 2. Like everybody said, it's been a long time coming. The first one was great. I mean, the Undead expansion was really fun to play too. So just the game as a whole was awesome. Uh, I wanted to say about God of War, like it's more of me being curious what it's gonna be like. Like if God of War 3 was the last one and this one wasn't
Hey
coming
guys,
I would be okay with it.
oh there it is. I lost you guys for a second there. It was real quiet, but you're back.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I was just
It's
saying
because you were chewing down.
Because
that meeting
Bill's
for
an
a second.
asshole. That's
I
why.
was saying, as far as God of War was, like, if this God of War wasn't coming out and God of War 3, was like the last one, I would be okay. Like, it was fun. It was a great game. I really had a lot of fun with it. God of War now, I'm more just curious of what it's going to be like, what the gameplay is like. But ultimately, I would have to say Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, it was the first one was great. The expansions were awesome, and I can't wait to see what this one's gonna bring to the table.
Right on. Good choice.
Yeah. These are.
And if they don't bring the undead nightmares for 2,
Yeah.
they can go
Yes.
fuck
Fuck EA.
themselves.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. Undead,
That was a really
EA.
great expansion,
Undead
man.
Nightmares was
I
fucking
love that expansion.
amazing.
Mhm.
Honestly, hands down the best DLC ever.
Yep.
Hands down.
For me, it's all these games are phenomenal looking, all of them, especially Spider-Man. The fact that Spider-Man, it looks like it plays like the old school like PlayStation days, PS2 days, and the fact that it even has the like fighting engine of Batman, where like you counter and you gotta do all that chaining and shit for the attacks. That shit looks dope. Plus, I love Spider-Man. He's my favorite.
Yeah.
Out of all the heroes, he's my favorite. But I remember I've never played Red Dead Redemption, but I did play Red Dead Revolver back in the day, and I loved the shit out of that game.
How dare
What?
you?
Yeah, I never bought Red Dead
How
Redemption.
dare you?
Red Dead Revolver though, man, that's OG. That's before Red Dead Redemption. So Red Dead Revolver. That game was dope. I loved it. Great story. You actually felt like a part of the fucking game. So I can only assume Red Dead Redemption was 10 times as good. Shit. So yeah. But obviously, I mean, besides me going for the obvious, Last of Us, I'm probably gonna have to go with Red Dead Redemption as well. Just because I really want to fucking play that game. I think we all do.
Good choice.
Yeah.
For me, honestly, yeah, The Last of Us 2.
Yeah,
sure.
the obvious choice.
For sure. Yeah.
just because you just want
I
to say
just-
obvious.
No, it's not that. It's just I honestly think it's gonna be fucking.
Oh
it's-
yeah, of
it's
course.
gonna
We
blow
all know
everyone's
it's gonna be
mind. It's
amazing.
gonna-
Yeah.
That's
But that-
why-
Oh, it's gonna be the best game on that list,
but,
without a fucking
but
doubt.
why state the
100%.
obvious like Persona 5?
But I'm not gonna be different. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna pick fucking Monster Hunter because I'm the only one who picked it. You know?
Oh no, like yeah. But Last of Us is like the obvious choice, so it's
Yeah.
like why everybody knows is the most anticipated.
Okay, so second most anticipated
Yeah.
game for me is probably gonna be Spider-Man.
Okay, yeah, that seems more like a
Spider-Man.
fair choice. I'm surprised no one picked God of War. Shit. I mean, it was close for me. I really want to play that
I
game.
mean, all of these games are fucking amazing.
Yeah. I mean,
I wish I
for
had-
me,
Yeah,
Monster
like-
Hunter,
like,
it's not that big
I
of a
mean,
deal
good.
for me. But just because I guess I tried playing the old ones, and I was just like, what the fuck do I do? What's going on? I'm bored.
You know, if
Yeah.
you're planning to buy all
And then
five
too-
of these games, at $600.
Not only that, fuck, I
$300
dude, I'm starting to
only.
hate Capcom with the passion. The shit that they do to us is just, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a fucking, damn, I just brain farted. It's a fucking, I can't even think of the word. Anyway, they're cheating us really bad because the whole like Street Fighter thing and
Yeah.
Resident Evils and fucking like that's why I haven't even got Marvel's Capcom Infinite, because they're just gonna fucking release a full DLC version of it for like $20 like in a year. So like they're fucking breaking the law on us, dude. They're breaking the code, and they're just trying to still. They're pretty much the next EA to me, at least. But
No, if anything, I think Capcom has done it for a while. It's just that EA was.
oh yeah, they've
just
been
got
doing it forever. They've been
hot
doing it
with their
since like
fans out for sure.
fucking Street Fighter 4 and Resident Evil 4 days, you know, with the whole DLC and the coding being in the
Yeah.
game. You have to buy the key to unlock it. That's the shit that gets me mad. But
For sure.
yeah, EA just fucked up and just threw a bomb in and was like, "Here, you guys," and then we're like, "Fuck you, we don't like this," and like, "Oh, we didn't mean that." Yeah, you fucking did. I don't want to talk about it. We talked about it last week.
Even Disney told them.
Yeah, Disney was like, "Hey,
calm the
like,
fuck
get your
down
fucking
on
head
that
out your
shit,
ass. We're
bro."
trying to release a movie. Don't fucking ruin this for us." But
It won't. It probably won't do damage
no,
to
it's
the movie,
not.
but it's
Yeah,
gonna hurt the
and then once the
franchise for
movie
sure.
makes it sells in the
It
box
could
office, they're
hurt.
gonna
It
fucking
could
bring
hurt
back microtransactions. I promise you. I think no,
I don't
they are,
think
dude.
so.
They are because they already talked about.
I really don't. I hope
they talked
fucking
about
don't.
whatchamacallit, bringing them back. They're gonna turn them back on. So they're just gonna wait for the movie to have its run and then do it. But anyway, that's besides the point. So yeah, this week in gaming history, what games that came out this
actually
week?
quite a few of them that came out. Okay, so I had to make a decision. I decided to look in the back log of gaming history for 10 years. I wanted to do like 5 years, but it was like most of us had been around for 10 years playing games, right?
Oh, more than that.
So I did, yeah, more than that, but I decided 10 years, a decade sounds good. And there's only a few games. I mean, there's a shitload. There's 30 games that came out this week 10 years ago. But the ones most notable are, Animal Crossing. Let's see what else. Beowulf. I remember when that came out. Me and Joe. I think Joe, did that come out when we were at GameStop? Yeah.
It did.
We were
We were
working there
working
when
there
that
together
came
at the
out.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
100%.
at GameStop when that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, we got 3 GameStop employees here.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We're all gonna talk shit about it too if we want to.
Man, fuck GameStop. Bro.
Yeah, fuck EA.
Yeah, fucking shitbox company to work for. God damn.
Persona 5.
That's another topic we'll get into later.
I fucking heard that name. Shitbox.
Let's see, Lost Odyssey, that was cool. I remember playing that on the 360. Metroid Prime Hunters for the DS, a sports game. Need for Speed Most Wanted came out
Love that game.
that year.
That game's good.
Let's see, No More Heroes came out on the Wii for that year.
Damn.
Let's see what else. Sea Monster, Spider-Man, Friend or Foe, Tactical Assassin. I don't know if anyone played that. Legend of Spyro, Eternal Night for the Wii.
Love Spyro.
Oh, man.
Spyro's classic.
It's officially been 10 years anniversary for Uncharted, Drake's
Oh,
Fortune.
wow.
Wow. It's come a long way.
Yeah.
Yep. They released that theme for it too. I don't know if you saw that
Yeah,
theme
I
pack
did
that came
see
out that one weekend a couple
That's
weeks ago.
cool.
I got that
What
thing.
else? World Series of Poker 2008.
Awesome.
I just had to throw that out. I never played that. I didn't care.
Oh yeah.
I lost so much imaginary money playing that game. Jesus Christ.
All right, so next topic is here. Let's see. I gotta put it up on the screen. I forgot to put that there.
Let's talk more about Persona 5.
All right, so these are. I only gotten 2 questions. I'm gonna skip this one because I think that's just a silly question to ask. This one came from Joseph Pena. This came from Facebook. Yeah, he.
Oh, nice.
I know, right?
Pena!
He asked what our most Intimacy games, since that was already in our subject. Well, there you go, Joe. The next question he asked is 2018 going to be the year of the Switch? Most like half of 2017 was. So what is everyone's opinion on that? Steve, do you think the Switch is going to be 2018 exclusive?
If they get good third party, I think it can. Honestly, it's still kind of new. I mean, hopefully it doesn't fall into the like the Dreamcast where it came out first and then it got shit on by the PlayStation and Xbox and all that. But if they can get good third party games, good support, and very good fan base, then yeah,
Right on.
there's a chance.
Yeah, I think so. That's good.
Joe, what do you think?
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna open myself up right now. This is a podcast, right? So we're gonna start getting a little heated on some stuff. So anybody that's listening outside of this group, I just want you to know my YouTube channel is LeoPectus1986. Go ahead and put your comments on what I'm about to say there if you have opinions. I do not at all think the Switch will ever take that front of the market, nor will any Nintendo system forever after. And here's why. They always, in the last 15 years, since about the N64 was done, their systems have always been fun. They've always been entertaining. They've been gimmicky. They've been creative. They've been a lot of things, but they've not been revolutionary or dominant. And I love them. Like, I mean, I'm saying this and people are probably going to assume I'm just a Nintendo hater, but I mean, I have a fucking Switch. I love it. But it's just not, it doesn't have what it takes to overtake the market and the industry of the gaming world. It's creative and it's functional to be able to take it in somewhere, but like Phil said earlier, it's a portable handheld basically at its core. It physically, technologically, it can't match up to the others. There's no way it could. And people are just drawn to that like processing power and the 4K capabilities. And even if they don't understand it, they just want those buzzwords in their consoles. So I don't think this will be the year for the Switch. I don't think any year will be the year for the Switch. I think it'll have some fun games on it. I know I'm going to be playing it, but no, it's not going to be number one.
All right, that's well spoken right there. Will?
So I have to half agree and disagree with you at the same time. Um, for the first part, I agree. It's not gonna be the console leader in any foreseeable future. But the thing that I have to disagree with are the reasons for it not being. It's not because it's not capable, because if they wanted to make a console that was capable of putting out, I'm just using an example here, PC-like graphics, something that can keep up with a Scorpio or the PS4 Pro, they would have already. But Nintendo is the type of company that knows their audience very, very well, so they stick to that. But at the same time, that's their downfall because we're just seeing them now open up to some third-party developers. But for the most part,
30 years in. I mean, think about that.
yeah, for
Sorry.
the most part, they've only developed with their first parties, their own studios. So it's they're not open to a market or new ideas. They want to just please their own audience. It's kind of like if you own a let's say for example a Toyota, right? And you're a family man, so you buy their SUVs, and they're really good at making SUVs. And someone else from the outside is like, oh look, Toyota's actually making these really nice SUVs. I wish they've made a sports car though that I would like. Well, they're just gonna be like, well, fuck you because we don't need your business. We have, we have our hardcore fans that are going to buy our SUVs and make us the money that we need. So we don't need any more people to come into our brand, and that's what Nintendo's doing.
And just to build on that too a little bit, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but I mean at the end of the day, that's why I can confidently say they'd never be market number one because they're only targeting a core group of people. That's not how you build your business. You have to actually bring in others. You actually do have to cater to the ones that aren't already invested in what your product is. So they don't show much interest in doing that in their business model, which works for them. I mean, they get enough from what they have. But yeah, I like the way you said that. I just wanted to kind of give you that.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Yeah, and I mean, and the funny thing is that it doesn't work, but it works at the same time because they're making a profit. They're still making a lot of money. They're still putting out titles, but that's because they just know their audience very, very well because they've been doing it, like you said, for the past 30 years. so they know exactly what their audience wants, puts out those games, but won't put out anything new, like as a like for example like something super creative or different than what they've done out of their regular formula. What they'll do is bring out something that they know their fan base is going to like, and every so couple of years maybe add a little twist to it, but not enough to drive away those people. So they'll still keep buying the products year in year out.
I agree 100% with that.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, and they need more exclusives too if they do want
Yeah.
to win. That's a major thing, and their only exclusive are their first party titles, and I don't know if that's for sure. It's gonna be enough to keep them afloat. They're not gonna go bankrupt or anything like that, because that'll never happen. Just because it's Nintendo. But as to leading the so-called console wars, that's probably not gonna happen.
Cool. All right. That sounds good, dude. That's like really well explained. I couldn't have said it better myself, honestly. Cheeto, I don't know if you have anything to add to that.
I mean, I kind of pretty much agree with what you guys have said so far. It's Nintendo. I've always seen it as the family company. It's fun to play their games. Their systems are always fun, but that's it. They've had groundbreaking things here and there, but it was nothing that really set them aside. They have a formula and they stick to it, and it works for them, and that's cool. I feel like they're not. I don't want to like badmouth any other companies because I mostly had Xbox, playing, and now I'm a PS4. But it makes it seem like they're not a greedy company. They got something that's working for them. They got their fan base. They got their customers, and that's who they're catering to, and that's what they're comfortable doing. That being said, I don't believe that they can beat, again, like you guys said, this whole console war. What could help them maybe step it up is the third party. If they get good third party stuff, it'll help them, step it up and show what they can have or can do. But I think that's pretty much about it as far as Nintendo goes.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just gonna say whoever asked this question is probably crying right now, man.
That's just a
Shitting on-
question.
He actually said that half of this year it was the year of the Switch.
Yeah, so I'm assuming it.
I would want to.
It's
I would
gonna be
like to hear what he
2018.
would have to say, but honestly, I had to agree with you guys. Like, it's Nintendo. We grew up with it. We loved it. We don't want to shit talk it, but we know what it is. It's a fun console. It's not a serious console. It's not a I'm gonna go home and grind console. I'm not gonna stream console. That's what it is. It's just a fun party console, gimmicky, fun. It's meant for kids, basically, Yeah, sure, they have a couple of rated M games like Resident Evil and shit, but we could play that in better graphics with the PS4 or Xbox,
Yeah, we're not saying shit.
It's not shit, yeah.
Although I will say this.
We know what it is.
Not at all.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
We know
not
what
at
it
all.
is, yeah. It's just, it's not going to be the top console, like, ever. Like, the day that Nintendo has the top console, I'll shit myself and I'll fucking like I would applaud. I would be like, yes, Nintendo, you finally did it. But we all love it. Like,
you got back.
And I mean, like I said in the last podcast, I don't know if you guys heard it, but I said they fucking invented the D-pad. Without them, we wouldn't have D-pads. We wouldn't have. I mean, eventually we probably would, but we had it early as we did because of them. So, like, thank you, Nintendo. Like, Nintendo is the shit, but it's not a very serious console. And they wanna make games and shit for kids or for anyone else that just likes fun party games. That's cool. Fuck it. Do your thing, man. You guys are still alive. You guys are still in the business. You guys are legendary, But it's just not a serious thing, so I don't think they'll ever get top tier gaming podcasts.
I
So-
mean, what could
I had
help
to do
them,
it.
Eddie?
Anyway, but yeah, that's my opinion.
Well, what could help them boost sales is if they do release a Smash game and probably an open world Pokemon game. Actually,
Yeah,
That
that'd
would
be
be
huge.
big.
I
Smash-
wouldn't doubt that's something they're working on.
a friend
right
of
now.
mine just
I wouldn't doubt it.
yeah, Big just hit me up. He said a open world Pokemon game will kill it if they do it right. They probably it probably won't take over the console, but
That'll help too.
it could make it a threat.
Is Big Love listening or what?
Thanks.
Is
I
Big
don't
Love
know.
listening or what? Oh,
Yeah,
he
I
should
think he
comment.
is.
So we can
But
see
yeah,
the comments.
but
But
yeah.
anyway.
Well, here's
Yeah,
my 2 cents into
yeah.
it. Honestly,
A good Smash game and a good Pokemon game will
Yeah,
probably
it
help
would. It
it for
would.
sure.
like I said earlier, it needs third-party exclusives to push me to buy a Switch. Honestly, hands down, third-party exclusives from Bethesda, from fucking even not. Oh well, shit, that would be amazing.
But
But yeah,
but let me
go ahead.
interject real quick. But what? Let me ask you this: why, if let's say if they do have way more third-party exclusives, right? Um, Most of them are what's that term? Um, they're
Timed exclusives.
time exclusive. There you go. Yeah, because a company like say Activision or EA, especially EA, since they want to suck everyone's money,
Yep.
And
are
dicks.
not they're not gonna release their title just on the Nintendo Switch, for example, and nothing else forever, cause that would be kind of dumb to be honest. Um, so if they so back to my main point, if they do have third party exclusives, what's gonna stop you or any other consumer from waiting a month and then buying it on what people or what everyone perceives as a more powerful or technically
Right.
advanced console?
That's a tough question to ask.
Yeah.
I'm gonna answer. Like for example, like what was it that was time exclusive for basically a year? It was Tomb Raider. That was a year exclusive for Xbox, right? And then it came out for the PlayStation with extra shit, with more DLC. I think it was.
Yeah.
I mean, could that affect your decision on getting it on whatever system you want it to be on?
Oh yeah, and you know what's funny is that I remember in a lot of the interviews, people were asking if Tomb Raider was ever going to come out on the PS4, and the developers were like, no, never. It's an exclusive, Xbox
Right.
only. And look at what happened. Look what like, it's on the console. So, I mean, I think maybe a better thing to do is just keep releasing their exclusive first
Right.
party titles like Mario Odyssey. Look at that. That is gonna sell a shit ton of Switches. A fuck ton. They're gonna make so much
Right.
money off of that. Not only
A
that,
metric funk ton.
a gigafuck ton.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, continue. I
No,
was
I
just
see what you're
trying
saying.
to make that point to see
Right.
if you thought about that.
I mean, well, okay, so another push would probably make me want to get a Switch, but I don't think it's ever gonna have its entire library will ever top what PlayStation or even the Xbox is pushing right now. But what I think would push me to buy the system is probably Metroid Prime 2, honestly. That'd be the one game that I would get me to buy it, honestly. Can you get John for me, please? All right, so basically that's we're gonna close it out. I just want to make sure John comes back because he had to step out for a minute. All right, so we're gonna close it down, John. Yes, sir.
Hey, Phil. I was just going to ask you, since you're live streaming this, is there any way to link this to my channel at all? Because I would
what
love
I'll
to have
do-
it on
what
my
I'll do
channel
is
as well.
I'll
You can add it to the description.
I would definitely like to. Did you want the
That could
video
help.
or just audio? Because yeah, we have the. It would be nice to have the video up on your screen as well. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I would love to have the
definitely
video up
figure it
there. I mean, and here's what I'd say. Even if it's after the fact, like even if you just save your video and then like Dropbox it or something, and I just re-upload it, I don't care. Like, I mean, that's fine.
MP3,
Oh, he wants to put it on his video on his
strip
YouTube.
it. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
What I suggest is as soon as it's done uploading and processing or whatever, just copy the link and go to like an MP4 converter, YouTube converter, and download it that way, and then upload
Yeah, you
it
could
again.
do that. But yeah, are we wrapping it
Okay.
up, or we'll
Yep,
have to see
we're
what
wrapping
Jesus
it up.
wanted? I want to say
you.
I want to say one thing.
Can I throw in a plug?
Tomorrow, what is
Oh
it?
yeah,
Is
we're
a
gonna,
PlayStation
I'm gonna let
Experience?
everyone get a chance to do their closing.
Oh, okay, go ahead. I'll do mine last then, since
Steve, do your closing if you have one. You
I got
nothing? Just
nothing. I
thank
don't
you and
do
goodbye.
anything. I don't just yeah. I guess thank you
Uh,
for
For
having
sure,
me.
man.
It was
And
fun.
Joe.
Oh, dude, I could probably go on forever, but I mean, really, I just want to say this has been a fucking blast. It's been good to hear your voice again. It's been cool to meet some new peeps that know what the hell is going on in the gaming world, and I definitely want to keep this going on. Like I said, on both our channels if we can to get some eyes on it,
That'd be
man.
cool.
All right, thanks, Joe. How does people follow you? How do
Thank
people
you.
follow you?
Mm,
Yeah, no,
You're
I'm
asking
asking
me
you,
or the
Joe.
next person? Sorry.
What was your YouTube channel?
Very honestly, it's my YouTube channel is pretty much exclusively gaming, like walkthroughs and guides, and they're usually raw footage. I just like to keep it genuine and me playing in the moment. So I don't do a lot of editing. I don't do a lot of cleaning it up or scripting. It's just me going through real time, trying shit out. Kind of like what was it Steve earlier that was talking about the I don't remember who it was that was talking about their
It
Destiny
was
2
me.
video, like the day.
Yeah.
Oh, John. Yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. I try to get content out right away, midnight when it comes out, just to be out there and kind of provide that help. And that's just it. It's been a following for a few years now, but it's not very big. So,
Right.
it is what it
For
is.
sure.
And Will?
Well, if you guys would, if anyone is interested in reading my articles, I haven't written any in a while just because I was busy with school. But there's content coming soon, so if you guys do want to check that out, I run a blogging site. It's called reasonlatency.com, and I'll be uploading every week. And if you guys want to check out my photography stuff, which I really love, my Instagram and Twitter is the real Wilmer V, and Wilmer is Wilmer because people don't know how to spell my name. Uh, and yeah. If you do hit me with a follow or whatever, be sure to let me know where you
Yeah,
guys heard
cool.
about me.
And then you get that PlayStation experience too, if you're gonna blog that. You should do that.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I'll probably be spending a month editing a video.
That's a lot of
Cool.
work. And,
Persona 5.
Cheeto?
All right. Well, I mean, I don't have a YouTube channel or anything like that. One thing I got going for me is that nobody here has heard my real name, so I'm gonna just leave it as that.
Yeah.
I'm just Cheeto.
Lucky you.
All right.
Everyone knows my name.
The no friends.
I got plenty of friends. Thank you very much. I've been in a couple of videos and John's videos here and there from his Destiny.
It's not John,
helping
it's
him out.
Advent God.
I've done a little bit of home brewing with one of my buddies. We brewed our own beer. And my Instagram, I think I have some pictures or some videos of us
Dude,
brewing
you should make a
beer.
YouTube video on your home brews. That'd be dope.
Yeah, I'll definitely talk to my buddy about it, see if he's interested.
Or you
but
guys
if
need
you
to
guys wanna-
collab. You guys need to collab.
Yeah, I'm
You guys
down.
need to collab and make
we need to
your
get together
your
and
beer
do some-
tasting.
Yeah, I mean,
do
I
some
can
beer
get.
dust.
I think my buddy actually about 2 weeks ago brewed some beer. Specifically, it's gonna be ready for Christmas. I'll see if I can have a bottle or two, and I'll bring you some. We can talk about it.
Yeah.
And if you want to follow my Instagram, most of it is beer. If you guys like it, you can just look me up, Mr. Cheeto88. That's CHIDO.
Okay.
And I check it out. I post a lot of different type of beers that I like to drink. A lot of craft beer. So yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Right on.
I want to thank Simon, dude. He's been here chilling with us, like commenting and stuff. And it's kind of hard to like react to him because everyone's talking. But good shit, dude. You stuck it through with us, and I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, you said it was a good show. It's so cool. I want to just say I'm pissed. I haven't heard shit about Skull and Bones. Does anybody know about that game? Skull and Bones?
Isn't that
It's the pirate game,
No.
that Assassin's Creed.
No.
Remember the Black Flag,
Oh.
the pirate
You kind of like
battles?
inspired it.
It's a
I
PvP,
remember that
PvE
one. I remember that one.
pirate battleship game where you make your own pirate ship and it's
Oh,
5v5
wow.
and you collect loot in boxes like that are floating on the ocean and you try to destroy each other's boats as a team. And there's a PvE version where a team of 5,
Damn.
us 5 or us 6 as pirates have our own boats, but we fight a fucking giant kraken.
Oh.
Oh,
And
that's
it's like that game, dude, is all engine from
You
yeah.
look
no.
like a kraken.
It's as big as a kraken.
I got to. I
Oh,
did get
you
to
did?
play it at a private Yeah, I played it at a private Microsoft slash Xbox event.
Did you like
I went
it?
to. So yeah, it was really fun. I really love the art style. It's really cool looking, and I've always liked stuff that's cel shaded, and that's like the right mixture. It's way more like soft colors, kind of
Yeah.
like Fortnite. Um, but that alone won me over, and the gameplay is
Yeah,
actually
it,
pretty
it plays a
fun.
lot like Black
Um,
Flag, right?
it's not frustrating. Yeah, and it's not frustrating at all. Like there isn't like super
Oh
overpowered
yeah, it's
weapons or
pretty well
anything like that. At
balanced.
least from what I
From what it looks
played.
like, it's well balanced.
Um, yeah. So I mean, we'll see. But so far, it
Yeah,
looks really
that's what
good,
I'm.
and it's
I
pretty
never,
fun.
I didn't get to talk about it because we were just talking about 2 games at a time. But
Mhm.
that was what I want to see at PlayStation Experience.
Mhm.
I want to see more stuff on Skull and Bones. I signed up for the beta, the closed beta,
Mhm.
through Ubisoft.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, it was Ubisoft. Yeah, and they're supposed to send me the beta code whenever it comes out, but it's like delayed. It was supposed to come out November, I think, or even before that, like September or October. But it never did. So I don't know if they got delayed or what, but
Well,
yeah. So
if you don't get a code, let me know. I think I still have the beta code they gave me at the event.
you have a beta
Somewhere
code,
lying
like you
around.
could get it now. Really?
Yeah. I don't know if it's out now, but
Oh
I have the
wow.
beta code. It says on the paper, but I don't remember because I haven't looked
Oh
at it
okay.
in like a while. Yeah, they gave us some Xbox care package thing with like a backpack
Oh
and a
damn,
lot
you
of
got
other
nice
stuff.
swag. I mean, it's
Um,
Xbox, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I love Xbox. That was my
Yeah.
first like serious internet multiplayer console. So I love my 360, but just Xbox One's weird. But anyway, yeah, let's wrap it up. Phil, anything?
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. I very appreciate it. It was basically 3 minutes away from 2 hours live stream.
Yeah.
A lot longer than I thought it was going to be. That's for
It's
sure.
twice as long as I thought it would be.
Twice as long. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
It
I
was
knew
fun, man.
I knew it was gonna run.
And we cut a lot. Like
Yeah.
we had to shut up. So
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, I appreciate it, guys. Of course, we'll see you again next Wednesday. You could always follow Top Tier Gaming Podcast on Twitter when if you have any questions you'd like to post up on there. We'll definitely ask them for us.
Put content up for us to do.
That would be awesome too. Let's get this going. Let's get this community of Top Tier Gaming Podcast going. Thank you, and we'll see you again next week.
Persona 5.
That's gonna be, dude. We're gonna have to do something every week. We're gonna have to have like the
that's
weekly
gonna
joke
be
or
the
the weekly theme.
That's
That'll
gonna be
come
the
up.
inside
Persona
joke. Persona
5.
5.
Good.
All right, later's guys.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
All right. See you guys.